Get goes everybody, because today we'll continue to play Bring Her Home. Let's go. Where were we? Here we are. Yeah, it's the dude again. Then my hand shoots out to grab his arm and he swiftly dodges. No touching. My eyes widen. So scared. The man's eyes widen just barely, but I catch onto it. He chuckles. Who? Young lady, I don't have a name. I am a spirit, a good one, and I'm here to help you. I scoff. Good spirits, yeah, right. Although, upon looking at him again, he doesn't look like any spirit or demon that I've ever seen before. But he does look vaguely like Sosuke. Maybe it's a coincidence, but I don't really have the time or energy to interrogate this good spirit. You said you can help me? I asked impatiently, stepping forward. Yeah, let me see the plush. Why, couldn't you just show me where my sister is? I'm looking for her. I'm talking really, what do you call that? I'm talking really straight. No signs of any fatigue at all after that long, long chase sequence. Even describing the pain in my legs. I guess we forgot about that part. Why? Could I just show where my sister is? I'm looking for her. Every moment longer that I'm away from her, she could be getting hurt. I know, and I will, but first let me see the plush. I rolled my eyes and had it over. You've destroyed it. Why? Wasn't this a gift for your sister? I don't question how he knows that, I just respond. I had to. That demon, Shin, stuffed Mal's eyes inside. I had to get them back so she could see. Yeah, of course. Then I will fix it. I opened my mouth to protest, but stop as the man flicks his hand and the plush is suddenly fixed. Can't waste that, Art. He smiles and hands it back to me. There. How is this meant to help me? You need to give it to your sister. How am I supposed to do that if I can't find her? It will show you the way. I give him an unconvinced look. It's an inanimate object, I know, right? And you're in a nightmare world where human eyes get attached to plushes and trees are people. I press my lips into a thin line. He has a point. I look at the fox plush again, now fully clean and repaired. I was supposed to give this to Mal for her birthday tomorrow. Mal, the same Mal who told me that she hates me. I look off into the distance, in the direction I think Mal disappeared into. Why am I even doing this again? She hates me. She wants nothing to do with me. All 3 years I've been sacrificing my life to make sure she's safe from all of Shin's attacks. And it feels like no matter what I do here in this world, she's always moving away from me. She's right. What have I been doing with my life? Hey. I look back over at the man. What now? Don't give up now. She loves you. She does. You should tell her that. I don't have to. The humans in the world all think you're crazy, that you're some kind of witch. But from what I've seen, you're one of the kindest humans in the world. Not everyone will sacrifice so much for just one person. I left an eyebrow and smirked Riley. Sorry. How do you know what I'm like? Not so scary. The man chuckles and smirks back. I've been watching you for many years. Stalker much? Totally not creepy at all. I know, right? You'd be surprised at the amount of spirits that are watching you, good and evil. What? Go to your sister. No need to thank me. And with that, the man disappears in a flash. Sasuke or not, that guy's weird. I look down at the plush, turning it around in my hands. So, what do I do with this? I hold it up and spot something new on the bottom. It's some kind of inscription. I rub my finger over it curiously, and the whole plush starts to glow brightly. I almost drop the thing in shock but quickly catch it again, and then I look around. Not only is it a lot easier to see everything, but bright red markings slowly appear on a few of the trees. Wow. I look between the plush and the markings, a hopeful smile pulling at my lips. I look over to where the man was just seconds before. I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you. Sasuke or whoever you are. I then turn and begin following the marks, quickly picking up speed. My legs still hurt, but I don't care. Every time I get close to a tree, it cowers away as if afraid. The marks lead me through the forest, leading me this way and that. It still all looks the same to me, minus the red marks on the trees, but sure enough, the trees come to an abrupt halt in a straight line. And beyond the line of trees is a looming pitch black mass. Here we go. With how tall it is, it might as well be a small mountain. And at the very, very top is what looks like to be a gigantic candle that's almost completely burned down. Wrapping around the candle is a few thick black tentacles, and at the top of the candle is a faint, barely there flicker of fire. A candle? That has to be important. I feel like I read about it somewhere, something about dying. But before I could think about it too much, my eyes fall to the base of the hill, and I spot Mel. She's just standing there with her back to me, looking up at the candle. I squeeze the fog splash almost as if to make sure it's still there. Then I approach her warily, observing her and our surroundings carefully, in case there are any more surprises. Mel? Part of me thinks that Mel herself could be the surprise. The other part of me is afraid that she'll turn on me, insult me, tell me she hates me, and run away like she did the last 2 times I tried to reach her. But all that doesn't matter anymore. I came here for one reason, and I'm not giving up until I succeed, even if it drives me and Mel apart forever. When Mel hears my voice, she whirls around, tears streaming down her face. Amelia? I stop when I see the tears in her eyes and tuck my knife through the loops of my shorts. What's wrong? Is this about me ruining her life again? I don't understand what's happening. This isn't our neighborhood, is it? Is she finally realizing? No, it isn't. I was running away from you, and then something tackled me to the ground. I turned my head, and I saw a monster. Her voice breaks, her eyes reflecting the horror she saw and experienced. And I tried to fight it, but it was much stronger than me. It took me here. My heart tightens at her words. In the past 30 years, I had many close calls with demons. I remember the first time it happened with Shin. I was a kid then. I believe in monsters and ghosts and imaginary friends, and I never grew out of it. I couldn't because I had proof. I could prepare for almost any encounter. But for Amelia, this was probably her first encounter with a demon where she was aware of what happened, after she had already stopped believing in all that stuff. After all this time, she finally has proof that everything I've been saying is true. I'm right, but it doesn't feel good at all. This was the last thing I wanted. Mallory. I begin to reach out to her, but hesitate, remembering the fog splash and what the man said. So instead, I hold it out to her. Here, this is for you. Mal looks at the glowing plush, eyes wide, teary and confused. She sniffles and reaches for it. What is this? But just before her finger can reach it, something bursts out of the ground between us. Hey there, face. It's a head that's at least twice as tall as my entire body and completely blocks my view of Mal. Though its face is more like a mask, as the rest of its head is completely pitch black. I stumble back but immediately snap to attention when Mal screams and quickly gets cut off. The face that blocks my view stares at me with empty eyes and speaks in an all too familiar voice. I see what you're trying to do, but it's too late. What? Shin doesn't respond. Instead, it turns around, grabs Mal with its mouth, and lifts itself to the very top of the hill where it places Mal in front of the candle. As it does, the full extent of its neck emerges, and I see that it connects to the hill. And when I look closer, I see that the hill is actually a living, breathing mass. A mass that seems to belong to Shin. Of course, nothing is normal here. There's only one other option. I run up to the mass, clutching the plush close so I don't drop it. It'll be hard to climb this thing with it in my hands, but I need to give it to Mal. That's what the man said, and I trust him after he helped me, so I climb as fast as I can. The hill is soft and fleshy underneath my hands, and every patch seems to break, and every patch seems to breathe. I keep going until finally reach the top. I soon spot Amelia is pressed up against the candle, almost melting into it. Although the candle is almost burned completely down, it still dwarfs her in both height and diameter. Her eyes are wide, and it's clear she's struggling to break free, but falling miserably. Wax covers her mouth, preventing her from making a noise, and she stares right at me, eyes pleading. Mal, I'm here. I rush over to her, but once again, Shin appears between us. Sup, face. Stupid girl. Stupid girl, didn't you hear me earlier? You're too late. And then it lunges at me. As a jerk reflex, I lift my hands, bringing the plush up to block my face, like that will do me any good. But it actually does. Oh, would you look at that? Shin recoils abruptly, hissing violently. My eyes go wide. Shin's affected by this? I think back to when I was in the forest. After that man fixed the plush, the trees cowered away from me. And now this. Realization dawns on my face, and I hold the plush out towards Shin. I guess they're afraid of cute things. I use the plush to push Shin back and away from Mal. Then I turn back to her. She's almost completely sucked into the candle. I lurch towards her, shoving the plush where her chest should be. The candle wax swallows the plush whole. The next thing I do is plunge my hands into the wax to grab hold of any part of Mal that I can. My hands close around what I think to be her arm, and I pull as hard as I can. Come on, Mal, I've got you. But despite my best effort, she doesn't budge. That is until the candle suddenly starts to glow and grow taller, almost as if reforming itself. The fire at the very top burns brighter and brighter, lighting up the entire world. And with it fully restored, I pull Mal out with ease, almost too easily as she and I stumble and fall over. Mal is covered in wax and sweat but alive. I clutch to her chest is the fox plush. I smile softly. It's okay, you're out now. Amelia. Tears fill Mal's eyes once more as she looks at me. She reaches a hand towards me, but quickly draws it back when she too starts to glow. Her eyes widen in panic. She begins floating up into the air. What? Why are you floating up? What's happening? I don't know. I watch in shock as Mal is suddenly floating above me. Is she being abducted by aliens now? The light she's emanating is warm and bright, like the flame at the top of the candle. Floating in the air must be terrifying, but I had no doubt that what's happening is good. Everything's okay, Mal. You're okay. I'm scared. She continues floating up and up. Did her own gravity die on her or something? Did gravity give up on her? Only her? Specifically her? No, sorry, not far above her. A circle of light forms some kind of portal. I sit up, I call out to her. So what about you, Amelia? Are you just gonna stay here or something? I sit up and call out to her. Just take a deep breath, Mal, it's okay. Amelia, please. She reaches for me once more, but she's far too high up in the air to even get close to reaching me. I'm sorry, I'm so... And with that, she disappears into the portal. Her voice is cut off, but I know what she was trying to say. My own eyes fill with tears and my heart feels warm. Around me, the dark nightmarish world is now bright and warm. I cast my eyes up toward the portal. I know that it leads to safety, but it doesn't look like it's possible to reach. Is this goodbye? Wait, what? She's gonna be left here or something? Before I could dwell on it for too long, Shin screeches at the sky in pure, unadulterated anger. Right, I forgot it was there. I sat up and faced Shin. The plush is gone, but I still have my knife. But do I really need it anymore? I take a few steps towards Shin, a smirk forming on my face. How does it feel? You like that? You like that? You lost? Shin whirls on me and shoves his face close. Once again, it unhinges its jaw and screams at me. The force of it whips my hair back, but I don't flinch or step away. I just continue smirking. You lost. Mal and I beat you. Lost. I don't lose, human. You... You may have served your sister, but you are still there. I mean here. And I won't let you get away so easily. Its cowl morphs into a twisted smile and it laughs. A long black tongue extends from its mouth and it licks its lips. I'm hungry, but I want to watch you suffer first. Before I can react, a mass lifts from the hill just beside it. Long, spindly fingers emerge and Shin taps one against my stomach with a smile before plunging it right through. Youch. My body jerks backward and my breath rushes out of me. My knife falls from my hands and my eyes go wide as a jolting pain radiates from my stomach outward. Ugh. Shin laughs faintly in the background as ringing fills my ear. The only thing keeping me standing is Shin's finger through my stomach. But then the finger is gone and I am falling to the floor. I gasp for air that doesn't want to come to me. My hands press desperately against the wound, fingers immediately getting swallowed up in blood. I see Shin laughing and watching as the life drains out of my body. Yeah, she's gonna get saved by the Sasuke Fox spirit or whatever. So this is it then. I thought that I would at least be able to suffer for eternity in this place, maybe see that man again. But I guess not. Close my eyes, finally done fighting. I got him out of here. What else is there to do? But beyond my closed eyes, there's another flash of light so bright that I can feel it. Yeah, I forced my eyes open again, only to see another portal. This time it's just a few feet away from me. It looks exactly like the one Mal went through. Still clutching my stomach, I lift my head and look over at it. Am I seeing things? Then all of a sudden I see a silhouette right as the fox spirit. It's distinctly canine with a long snout and two-parted is the fox spirit. And that's when it jumps through the portal over me. It's a fox spirit. It's larger than a wolf or even a Great Dane, and it's long too, with tiny paws and 3 long thick tails. It's a fox spirit. Why do you even hide it when it's obvious what it is? Its snout is narrow and its eyes are sharp, its fur is cleanly cut, white and glowing. There are red markings all over it, mostly concentrated on its face, but there is also red on its paws, tails, and ears. Wait, it looks like the fox plush. Right. The three-tailed fox lunges at Shin, grabbing it by its neck. Shin, for the first time ever, looks scared. No, get off me, bro. Shin lifts a hand drenched in my blood and attempted to grab the three-tailed fox and yank it away. Shin's hand is definitely big enough to completely engulf the three-tailed fox, but it fails to even make it budge. The three-tailed fox has an iron grip on Shin's neck. Shin screams and writhes, but the three-tailed fox just bites down harder and harder until it rips Shin's head clean off. My mouth drops open, my pain almost forgotten, and yeah, I guess my bleeding means nothing anymore. What is happening? The three-tailed fox shakes Shin's head like a dog shaking his favorite squeaky toy. Then, with one look at me and a wink, it turns its gaze upward and gallops into the sky. So you're just gonna leave me here bleeding to death? Thanks, guy. Shin's head... what was it? Lols? Or is it supposed to be rolls? Shin's head rolls from the three-tailed fox's mouth. Lols? I don't know. Fox's mouth sputtering and yelling curses in a language I don't understand. Puta madre. She can't understand Mexican. I want to keep watching, but what's left of my stomach lurches, reminding me of the state I'm in. Hello. I grimace and look towards the portal the three-tailed fox came through. So you're just gonna crawl over there? So it's still there, it's my only hope of getting out. So with one hand pressing against the wound, I use the other hand to drag myself over to the portal where I promptly pass out. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Next. Am I supposed to click on something? Yes, I was supposed to click on something. Wait. Let me just drink my coffee. When I next come to, my eyes are closed and I feel a faint throbbing pain in my abdomen. There are a lot of sounds around me, but none of them are demonic in any way. Weird. I hear beeping and muttering from familiar voices, but they're all very distant. One sound that's not so distant, though, is the sound of quiet sobs at my side. Meow. Oh, my back. What did? So when you got dragged back to the present world, did they also remove your makeup? I opened my eyes and I immediately met with the bright whiteness of a hospital. White. I mean, what's wrong with white? And right at the edge of my vision is Mal. Her hands are over her eyes and she's crying. Crying? Over me? I smile faintly, but I'm suddenly racked with a cough that's like a punch to my stomach. However, my attention is drawn away from it when Mel finally notices that I'm awake. Amelia, you're awake. She whips her head back and forth. Sorry, I couldn't help it. She whips her head around quickly to call to some people somewhere else in the room. She's awake. Call a doctor. My smile only widens at her words, and she turns back to me. Amelia, I am so sorry for everything. I didn't believe you at all these past years. I wanted you gone. I told you I hated you. I said such horrible things, and those were almost the last things I said to you. I thought I was going to die, then I thought you were going to die, and I was just so scared. Mal continues rambling through heaves and sighs as she frantically tries to apologize to me while stumbling over her words. It's true, she did say all those things to me, and they hurt. But seeing her not only alive but grateful towards me is far more than I could ever wish for. My limbs feel numb, but I manage to lift a hand up to rest on Mal's cheek. My sudden touch caused her to stop her ramblings. Her eyes widen and she quickly clasped her hand around mine. I use this to wipe my ass. Yeah? Do you need something? Are the pain meds wearing off? I chuckle and shake my head. It's okay, Mal. Everything is okay. Mal smiles shakily and nods. I don't hate you, Amelia. I love you. My chest feels warm. I don't think Mal has ever said anything like that to me before. I love you too, Mal. Always and forever. That's sweet. Am I supposed to... Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. That was supposed to be a great thumbnail material. Oh, well. The end. There's so much of playing. This game was made in a month as a personal challenge to myself. If you enjoyed playing, please leave a comment and rating. Thank you again for playing. So you heard them, fellas. If you enjoy this game or if you enjoy me playing through the visual novel, comment on their link. Yeah. Wait, what? We're back here again? Oh, okay. Now I was like, what the hell was that? Why are we back here? That scared me. So yeah, this is Bring Her Home. If you want to try to get it for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourself. So yeah, that was pretty great. The characters are pretty nicely written. The scares, yeah, the tension, the build up, the atmosphere is pretty great. That was pretty tense. It was pretty scary. But I don't know. Horror games just aren't really that scary to me unless it was written properly. I mean, this is written good. I'm not saying this is written badly or anything, but it's I'm more of a psychological horror kind of guy, you know? I want to see people suffer. There's more like a supernatural, spooky shit, and hey, I got counter magic to counter your spooky, scary magic, etc. It's like, huh? Alright. I mean, it's pretty cool that the Fox Plush in the beginning was established to ward away spirits and stuff, and yeah, but what's up with the fox spirit that looks like Sosuke? It's so funny that by the ending, Sosuke never visited or something. I thought, yeah, what's up with that? You should forget about Sosuke, or yeah, but sure, it's an intimate moment with Mal and Amelia, but at least you could have invited Sasuke as well before the touching scene with Amelia and what's her name? Mallory? Yeah, something like that. It feels incomplete, you know. It feels like we left out a guy. Especially since the fox spirit that looks like the guy actually saved you. I'm just saying. And why the hell was it so? It's so hilarious that when we gave the fox plush to Mallory, it's like, yeah, here's your fox plush, and you get your own portal as well. What about me? God damn it! I think it would have made sense if somehow Shin was able to drag down what's her name, Amelia. Well, both of them are floating, but Amelia was the only one that got dragged down, and Shin couldn't take a hold of Mallory because she's holding the plush or something like that. Something that makes sense, you know. But yeah, still, it's a pretty good visual novel. Pretty good. It's yeah, and another thing, like we established Sasuke and Amelia's relationship, and then it went nowhere. What's up with that?